Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Beckenbauer turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's a precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him. Someone...
Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Pulisic. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Costa Curta. That's a good run down the left. Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's shifting through the gears here. Rabiot. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Costa Curta. Neymar. Tries to play it through. Played into space out wide.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And the counter is on. And that's played to a promising move. He might be in here! Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Great ball, and he's in here. And this is Torres. And Torres! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Rabiot. And it's Batasagi. He's picked his way through. Now this could be a chance. Great chance! No mistake! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go grab a third.
Neymar's cross. Climbs up big! That's really well cleared. And the first 45 minutes are up. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Can he get it through? Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Pulisic! And that is doing no harm at all.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Played out to the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar. Now, who's going to be first to this? Goes for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Costa Curta makes the interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Pulisic. Bartasagi. Modric. And he's away. Closing in on goal. There's the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Fofana. Rabiot. He is starved of space and time. Beckenbauer with the foul. Lacking in accuracy. Aimed beyond the defence. And Torres! Vasco da Gama with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And the shot! And it's hoisted clear. Milan are looking to go forward now.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. That's very neat. Well, there's the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Pulisic. And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
And just a quick reminder,
Vasco da Gama are beaten and they are out.
Behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed.
What are your
Thank you.
thoughts? Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started. Martin! Oh, it's come off the upright. That pass isn't the best. That's a sharp pass. He's free, he has got space. And he's there to clear it. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Crosses it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a good run down the left. He has a look up. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Martinez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard looking to penetrate opposition lines. He's gone for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Cruyff usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Stefan de Vrij. That'll be a throw-in. That's been slipped through. Shoots! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And it's Vasco da Gama who take the lead. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training.
He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again, in double quick time. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolute...
There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
DiMarco really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that has been cleared. Some really good ball movement. Rijkaard. Good running, strong and purposeful. De Vrij did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Martinez. Stojkovic looking understandably energised after... And Cruyff! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Nicely spread. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Fernando Torres.
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until the support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Chance! He's done very well to... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for the third.
And the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A case now of complete control. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Stojkovic! Superb from Stojkovic! A finish of true class! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Martinez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater.
Real chance! And that's past the post.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Martesi. And it's Denzel Dumfries. And that paid to a promising move. Good chance! It's hit the upright. And that's definitely not his best. Mkhitaryan. Strong running down that left flank. Stood up well to him there. He's tried one! Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Well, if they hope to have any chance...
He's having a go! A finish right from the top draw. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, just skips past his man. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
It's a pretty loose pass. Great position here. Oh, this looks sharp. Tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Beckenbauer gets it clear. Stefan de Vrij.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to play it through. Oh, he's bust shapes to shoot! It's in! They're back within reach! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Inter Milan. And that is as far as it goes. Vasco da Gama can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his
Those
wisdom
of you making their way
and
home
to wish
on
you all
public
a very good
transportation
evening.
today, please watch the screen for...
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this fella, the French Ghanaian Seho Girassi, is a very interesting option. He's blessed with pace. He enjoys playing the lone role up front. He's instinctive. He's opportunistic, and he really works for his team too, because when it comes to defence, he has to become the first line, and he never shies away from that. He's happy to embrace it and work hard.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Spread out to the left. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Adeyemi. And the through ball. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a good ball. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Adeyemi. Van Dijk is there to clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Cruyff. That's good running with the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, good-looking ball.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
He's in a great position. Shapes to shoot! He can get that clear.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Half an hour played now. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Torres. Anton. Borussia Dortmund upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of it.
There's the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And this is Torres. Aimed beyond the defence.
There will be 1 minute
He's
added
certainly
time.
onside here. And here's the chance to counter. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Fernando Torres. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Girassi. Pinches it off him. Stojkovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Referee's given a throw. Vasco da Gama still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Torres! Oh, it's gone in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nemecha. Who saw this coming? Vasco da Gama have dragged it back at the last. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, what a... It's bounced back off the post. Schlotterbeck. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's there to belt it away. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Now it's Neymar. Fernando Torres. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Messi, he is through here. A lot of space ahead of him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Real chance! And it's come back out to him. Torres! Goal! Vasco da Gama! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not.
And the shot! He scored! And this is getting better and better. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't...
Can he finish? And it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of decision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And the referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Vasco da Gama can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Vasco da Gama really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. With the father of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact...